Denver 7 On Demand is brought to you by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
Good morning, I'm Molly Hendrickson.
And I'm Nicole Brady. Here's the latest from Denver 7. Today marks the 24th day of the longest government shutdown in history, and one of the biggest impacts of the shutdown can be seen in our nation's airports. The TSA says about 7.7% of its workforce called out on Sunday. That's compared to 3.2% a year ago. Staffing levels were so bad in Houston Sunday that one of the TSA checkpoints at George Bush Intercontinental Airport was closed for hours. Here at DIA, spouses of TSA employees working without a paycheck protested on Sunday. The workers are missing out on around $1,300 per paycheck because of the shutdown. Their families say with no money coming in, it's hard to plan for the future.
There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of heartache. There's a lot of times I will just sit and cry because I don't know what's going to happen next.
The DIA spokesperson tells us the airport will not cut back on operations, even as TSA workers are not getting paid. However, we spoke with some TSA employees who are debating quitting their jobs and looking for employment elsewhere.
Contact 7 is working hard to help government workers affected by the shutdown avoid scams. And this morning, we have a warning about the offers for help you may be receiving. While some banks like Alpine Bank are offering interest-free loans and other help to government employees, the Better Business Bureau says to be careful if you get an unsolicited offer.
There are some banking institutions that are willing to offer assistance to people who are affected by the change. But you should be wary of unsolicited calls. You don't just get money for free that you never ever asked for.
And as always, never give personal information or banking information to someone calling you.
Today, residents in Fort Collins have a chance to voice their opinion on a new development that has undergone some major changes since it was first pitched. The original plan was for a community farm in the Bucking Horse neighborhood. Now the plan is to put a child care facility in its place. Denver 7's Micah Smith shows us the concerns neighbors have with the plan.
We talked to neighbors who say they're concerned about the number of cars going in and out of their neighborhood, especially because the child care facility will be located where the amenity, the farm, was supposed to be. Some neighbors told us one of the main reasons they moved to Bucking Horse was for the farm, but developer Gino Campana says neighbors didn't show enough interest in it. He says out of the 1,100 units in Bucking Horse, 2 families volunteered for the farm committee. Campana says that, coupled with the need for child care in Fort Collins, made him change course.
While people enjoyed and latched on passionately to the idea of a working farm, we weren't getting the engagement we needed from the neighborhood.
I grew up on a farm, and so that's kind of my, something I really enjoy, and I thought it would be fun. We don't really have a lot of room, as you can see, to do like gardening or have things at your own house, so I thought it would be great to be able to go and plant a few beds. And
the Planning and Zoning Board has to approve plans in order for the child care facility to move forward. But before that happens, they want to hear from residents. So the city is holding a meeting tonight at 6 o'clock at Timberline Church. Reporting in the newsroom, Micah Smith, Denver 7.
Micah, thank you. The first thought many of us have when thinking about our Colorado is the vast beauty of our state. From the mountains to countless parks and outdoor spaces, there is no doubt Colorado is a gem compared to many other states. But our state's largest city is quickly losing touch with nature. A new report by our partners at the Denver Post finds Denver's green space is shrinking faster than most other cities nationwide. The Post analyzed both city and federal data. It found in 1974 just 19% of the city was paved or built over. Compare that to 2018, where 48% of the city is paved or built over. Those numbers do not include the undeveloped land near DIA. Now, it's only expected to get worse. Come 2040, data suggests 69% of the city will be either paved or built over. The impacts of this are crucial. Scientists say it could overwhelmingly increase stormwater runoff, worsen heat waves, and hurt physical and mental health. So now we want to hear from you. How is Denver turning into a booming city hurting or benefiting you? You can send your comments to our Colorado at thedenverchannel.com to share your views.
Teachers in Colorado's largest school district are on the clock. There are less than 5 days for them to agree to a new contract and avoid a potential teachers' strike. New DPS Superintendent Susanna Cordova says the district added $23 million to its teacher compensation proposal. That comes out to an average raise of 10%. However, the lead negotiator for the teachers union says the math doesn't add up and DPS needs to do more, especially for teachers who say they can no longer afford to live live in the city where they work.
I'm 33. I would like to be to a point where I don't have to live with a roommate, where I can start thinking about having a family. And, you know, with the salary that I have now, I can't do that.
There are 3 more negotiating sessions scheduled for this week. Superintendent Cordova says she's optimistic the 2 sides can agree to a deal during those sessions. However, teachers have been told to save money for a potential strike.
Tonight, the Denver City Council will hold a final vote on a program to help us buy homes in the Metro. The Metro Mortgage Assistance Plus program provides a down payment grant for qualified applicants. The grants are for up to 4% of the selling price. Right now, 28 metro cities and counties participate in the program. It's provided more than $12.8 million in assistance since 2013. Colorado is the 3rd best state in the country for retirement. That's according to a new report by Wallet Hub. The report looked at health care, quality of life, and affordability to determine these rankings. Colorado was 4th for health care, 9th for quality of life, but our state was 26th for affordability. Florida topped the list as the best state for retirement. It's also the most affordable of all 50 states.
Today, a state Senate committee gets to work on legislation to address wildfire response in Colorado. Last year, the state saw one of the worst wildfire seasons on record. One bill would study the possibility of patrolling airspace above wildfires. A second would allow county employees to remove wildfire fuel sources from both federal and state lands. Meanwhile, researchers at CU Boulder are looking into how wildfire mitigation can prevent a lot of suffering. They say the biggest roadblock, though, is convincing people that short-term investments are worth it in the long run.
How much you could potentially save in the long run on average if you do this mitigation. We wanted this study to be a piece of information to help communities make that decision.
According to those researchers, every dollar spent to mitigate wildfires can save as much as $11 in damage.
If you want to sign up for health insurance through the state, you really have to act fast. The deadline to sign up for health care through Connect for Health Colorado is tomorrow. Now, if you're worried about the cost of coverage, know 75% of Colorado residents qualify for financial assistance. And premiums are an average of 24% lower this year for those who receive assistance.
Larimer County is starting to restore part of the Poudre River. At River Bluffs near Timnath and Windsor, we found old car parts, bricks, and other trash. During this restoration project, crews will remove that debris, create a new wetland, and add more trees and plants. It's expected to take 10 to 12 weeks to do all that. Officials say they will not close the trail or trailhead during the project.
The National Western Stock Show is underway, and tonight is your first chance to catch the professional bull riders in action.
Some of the greatest bull riders in the world are going to be here facing off against some of the greatest bulls in the world. And I can tell you right now as a betting man, bet on the bulls, because the riders never win that.
Bet on those bulls. Now, the PBR shows are tonight, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Tickets start at $26.
Today's your first opportunity to buy tickets to see the Piano Man, Billy Joel, at Coors Field this summer. Now, today, only American Express customers can take part in a pre-sale. The rest of us have to wait until tickets are released to the general public on Friday. The price of tickets has not been revealed yet. Billy Joel will perform at Coors Field on Thursday, August 8th.
And now from the First Alert Weather Center, here is Lisa Hidalgo with your forecast.
And it's a beautiful one. We've got temperatures this morning in the 20s, cold start, but a lot of sunshine. Gorgeous. You can see this shot from Westminster. Really pretty. We'll see sunny skies statewide today. Mid to upper 40s for highs this afternoon between about 2 and 3 o'clock. Right around DU, 46, Inglewood, 45, and in Aurora, some mid 40s. So that puts us right at, if not a few degrees above normal. Now, there's not much of a change. We will see a bit more cloud cover by midweek, but as far as temperatures go, upper 40s to low 50s through Thursday. The next change, the next storm, that's going to hit on Friday. Now, the mountains are going to pick up a little bit of snow here over the next few days, but heavier snow expected in the high country, and we could see some light snow here in town by Friday. Colder heading into the weekend with some upper 30s, you guys, on Saturday.
All right, thanks, Lisa. The Bachelor continues tonight right here on Denver 7.
Yeah, and as if this wasn't already a popular enough show, we know a lot of you are watching this season to see if Denver's own Colton will find true love.
Last week was the first episode where he met 30 women in one night, and we asked him what he thought of that crazy night.
I think coming into the first night, I knew that I was going to have some over-the-top entrances, some gimmicks, and you know, some playful banter, and I was looking forward to all of that. But for me, the thing that I look for the most is just a chemistry and a connection. and you know, just having fun with it and owning who you are.
All right, well, you could expect plenty more drama as the group dates begin.
And you can catch The Bachelor tonight at 7 right here on Denver 7.
This has been your Denver 7 on-demand update. Thanks for watching.
And make sure you check back here later today for another update and download the free Denver 7 app for breaking news and alerts. Have a great day.